which you can name it. I have seen it with my own eyes, and since then the technology has been demonstrated, and we know that we should be able to leverage our relationship, commitment from the China. And let me mention one more thing, that in the last trip of China, when I was assistant prime minister, he chaired 20 meetings with global 500 Chinese companies. What they did, that one-on-one meeting, and first of all, they introduced themselves. They said that whatever project they have done in Pakistan, and also pledged their commitment for billions of dollars of investment towards industrialization in Pakistan. And that is what the CPEC Phase 2 is all about. Industry, industry, industry. Pakistan should be a manufacturing hub, and meeting three objectives: import substitution, export orientation, and employment. Now, when we went into the engagement with all those players, let me mention that there are two sorts of consortium, rather three, and they have pledged that they can set up petrochemical complex and refineries in Gwadar worth at least 20 to 30 billion US dollars. Easier said than done. So what is our role? We have to now engage, and based on my past experience, now you need to take all those MOUs. MOU is one piece of paper, but now they need to develop and then get executed. So that is where you see all sorts of commitment has been given to such investors, and those investors are not going to be only in China, but we have alleviated this misconception that CPEC is only centric for China. It is available to all other investors from the rest of the world, and that is the message I have been communicating to various ambassadors. They have been coming to my office, and we are trying to set up another conference sometime next year, in which we will fully disseminate what CPEC is all about, what it is offering, what kind of special economic zones we have, what are the fiscal incentives available over there. So with that kind of stuff, at least I have conviction that if we continue with that momentum, and given that there is a full support and assurance from the PM office and Prime Minister himself, he has been very effective in alleviating some of the major concerns of the investor already. And the Special Economic Zone Act, which required that any investor, before he takes his investment into execution, they required 37 approvals, and that is where major wastage of time had been taken place. So all those amendments have been done, and that has been done jointly by CPEC Authority and BOI, and we are very confident that that is going to be there. Now let me conclude that what we really need to do. A couple of points and I will conclude. That we need to formulate an appropriate policy framework for thermal gasification, and this is the long term. As I said, we need to start now. So the draft policy has been prepared by Ministry of Petroleum or Ministry of Energy Petroleum Division, but we are seeking the private sector feedback, how it is going to be satisfying their requirement. Thermal chemical industrialization zone may be established with SEZ incentives, because we have already available, there are 9 special economic zones under CPEC, otherwise there are total 22 special economic zones in the country, so we can have a similar stuff, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We need to develop and implement infrastructure project, and one is very important, and again, we are leading it in close cooperation with with Lucky Power. Angro is there, and this is the project which is going to be replicate of what we have done in Thar, which is public-private partnership, and what it offers, that the phase 3 of Thar is about to happen, because you need more coal to support two major projects. One is 660 megawatt project in Port Qasim, and contractually they are obliged to use Thar coal. So they won't be able to transport this coal based on road transportation, so you need a road network. So this project feasibility is almost completed, and Public-Private Partnership Authority has already ratified that, and we will be introducing that inshallah very soon. And I'm very confident that that is going to really not only scale up Thar coal, but also provide such kind of energy or raw material for even cement industry, for them to stop importing almost 14 to 16 million tons. Just 2 points I'm done. Road shows will need to be done for bilateral agreement with China and other countries. We need to strengthen coordination at all levels of government for timely approvals and policy implementation. This is very important, because once the policy is there, it requires, you see, input from all the relating ministries, and this kind of coordination will be done. And last but not the least, we have to enhance E&P activities, because I believe we still have a lot of indigenous gas. We have, you see, tight gas, we have got, you see, other kind of reserves available. But if the effort with the proper incentives are given, I'm sure that we would still be able to have a lot of indigenous gas. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much for your attention. Pakistan Zindabad.
Shukriya Khalid sir. Sorry to have rushed you.